Hi everyone, you're with Matt, your fitness health coach. Now, we all know it's not easy to lose weight, right? With so much conflicting information out there about the health and fitness industry, which seems to change on a daily basis, it's not easy to make decisions about how to lose weight effectively. So today I'm here to talk to you about the 10 top myths about losing weight. Myth number 1, lifting weights will make you big and bulky. Ladies, this is not going to happen unless a few things happen. First, you need to have very good genetics. Second, you need to eat a hell of a lot of food. And number 3, you need to do very strenuous resistance training like lifting weights, sprinting, things like that, hypertrophy training. So, if you're not doing those things and you're just exercising, doing resistance training and eating a balanced diet, you're not going to get big and bulky. To put on 1 kilo of muscle, you need to lose around 2 kilos of fat in that energy exchange to grow the muscle. So if you put on 1 kilo of muscle and you lose 2 kilos of fat, and fat being spongy tissue and muscle being compact, lean muscle mass, you actually become smaller, more compact, and look a lot better. So don't believe that lifting weights will make you big and bulky. Myth number 2, eating very little will help you lose weight. When the gap between how much energy you're expending in calories is too big from what you're actually eating, sometimes that can have a very negative effect. And that is because when the gap is too large, it sends the body into a state of starvation where your body is actually going to start holding on to as much food as it possibly can. So instead of actually losing weight, it's holding on to it in case that you're in a state of starvation and don't get fed again. So make sure that you're eating regular meals every 3 to 4 hours, and make sure that you don't eat more calories than what you're expending in that one day. Myth number 3, you don't have to count calories. Now, while it's not a good idea to be obsessed about every single calorie that you eat throughout the day, it is very important to make sure that the amount of calories you eat is less than the amount of calories that you're expending each day to make sure that there's a deficit for you to be burning fat. Myth number 4, fruit juice is better for you than soda. Now, I know this one's hard to believe because everyone says fruit juice is better for you than soda, right? But at the end of the day, when you're trying to lose weight, sugar is sugar. Apple juice can actually contain more sugar in the way of fructose than colas have in the way of sucrose. So if you're trying to lose weight and you're cutting out your soda, cutting out the fruit juice is probably a good idea too. Try mixing half soda water with fruit juice for half the calories. Myth number 5, the only way to lose weight is to cut out carbohydrates. Now, your body needs carbohydrates to actually function in a normal day-to-day basis. So cutting out all the carbohydrates out of your diet is not a healthy or sustainable way to lose weight. Your diet should consist of no less than around 25 to 55% of carbohydrates. Over the years, low carbohydrate diets have become very popular. And to be honest, they do work, but it's not good for your digestive system and it's not good for your brain function as well. Try being on a low carbohydrate diet for more than 5 days and it's very hard to concentrate at work. So my advice to you is to have at least 25 to 55% of good low glycemic carbohydrates in your diet. Myth number 6, cutting out all fat out of your diet is going to help you lose fat. Well, that's not actually the case. Your body needs fat to survive. And each gram of fat provides 9 calories of energy for you to do your normal daily functions. When you cut all the fat out of your diet, it sends a message to the brain that there's not enough fat available, so what does your body do? It starts holding on to fat. So actually, you're doing more damage than good. My recommendation to you is to have small amounts of fat throughout the day, maybe 5 or 6 times, and by way of good fats like avocado, cashew nuts, almonds, that kind of thing. So fat is not always our enemy. Myth number 7, to lose weight you need to cut out all treats. Now, if you're working out hard and you're eating really well throughout the week, sitting down to your favorite meal at a favorite restaurant is not going to break the calorie bank. So sit down and enjoy that meal with your family and friends and work out hard for the rest of the week. Myth number 8, as long as I exercise, I can eat whatever I want. Well, that's not actually the case. Yes, it's okay to have a treat once a week, but if you're eating more calories than you're expending every day, you're going to gain weight. So if you're trying to lose weight, make sure that you work out a diet plan which is less calories than the amount of calories you're expending throughout your exercise. Myth number 9, as I get older, I'm destined to gain weight. Well, that's definitely not the case. From my experience, some of the best bodies I've seen have been people in their 40s and 50s and even 60s. When you get older, it is true, past the age of 40, you start to decrease the amount of growth hormones that your body produces, around about 1% per year. So to combat that, move 1% more and you'll actually counterbalance any of the negative effects of aging. Myth 10, don't snack after 8 p.m. Well, actually, I'm going to tell you it's healthy to eat a low carbohydrate but high in protein snack somewhere between 30 to 60 minutes before you go to bed. And the reason for this is it gives your body something to burn and keeps your metabolism high over the course of time that you're sleeping. Now, most people sleep between 10 o'clock to 7 o'clock in the morning, leaving a very large gap in between meals where your metabolism goes down and you actually start to store fat. So having that meal will bump up your metabolism and give you something to be burning over that time. So I would suggest maybe a protein shake with maybe a small piece of fruit and a few nuts before you go to bed. So there you have it, the top 10 weight loss myths busted. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. My name is Matt Straight, your fitness health coach.